To view HTTP headers, first go to a browser, right click and select inspect. Here you'll find a list of tabs: elements, console, sources, network. So in the network tab, we'll find the HTTP headers and we can view them with our request. So since there is no request here, so I'll request something, and once I request, then you will find the associated request searches here. So once I click on one such request, you will find the HTTP headers here and we can view them accordingly. So here you'll, in the header section, you'll find the general headers, which encloses the request URL, the request method, that is it's a GET request, and the status code of 200, okay, that it is successful, the remote address and the referral policy. Also there are two other types of headers: response and the request headers. In the request headers, the request type is associated, that is what I have requested from the browser. So this is all enclosed in the request headers, that is the website from which I have asked for the information, the method, the path, the scheme, the data type, the type of content that I wish to see, that is associated with the search, the cookies that are associated, because once the request is fetched, then it will be saved in my browser for that session, and if I request the same thing again in the same session, then it will not go to the server again and fetch that. It will search for the, it will search in the cache, and if it finds it in the cache, then it will fetch it from then and there itself. Okay, the agent, which is the browser that I'm using, etc, etc, and there are a lot of information associated with the request. And once the request reaches the server or the place from which the response is coming, then when the response comes back to our browser, then the response headers are enclosed in that along with the response. So in the response headers, there are a list of things that are associated: the content type, the date, the expiration, the permission policy, the server from which it is coming, this is the Google web server, and other things. Okay, so all these are enclosed in headers, and there are also the timing, the cookies which are saved. And if you wish to disable cache into your request, that if you do not wish to save cache, then the option of disable cache. So once we do that, then the cache will not be saved. Okay, so this is how we can view our HTTP headers into our browser, and which every click and with every search we will find the headers here. This is how you can view HTTP headers in the browser.